What is going on, Nitro Ninjas? It's your Grandmaster NikkNitro, and welcome to a breakdown, tips and tricks tutorial on Smoke and Mavado. Now, Mavado's been out for a little more than a week. I've been using Mavado myself with Smoke, and I have to say this is probably my new favorite team right now. I used to, main Smoke and Chameleon, but now Smoke and Mavado seems to be my go-to now. I'm having a lot of fun with it. I definitely just want to share, my experiences and like my review of Smoke and Mavado. So Smoke and Mavado actually synergize very, very well, not only with like combo extensions, but setups as well as, beating out the backing away strategy. What I mean by that is, see, whenever I play Combat League, I have people backing up a lot against me, and I mean a lot. People back up like crazy, and it's an NRS game. Retreating is a very strong tactic to do as compared to like other fighting games. So like definitely getting in your opponent is definitely a bit harder, especially against zoners. But Smoke and Mavado can circumnavigate that very, very easily, consistently, very quickly, and so that's why I feel Smoke and Mavado just synergize so well together. So what I mean by that is when you're full screen, there's so many ways to get in. I'm assuming that you all are very familiar with Smoke and Mavado already. Don't have to really go over the basics, but just a refresher. So getting in on your opponent when they're full screen, simple stuff such as doing the Vapor Dash and into the cancel or the full hit, but Vapor Dashing works very well. Just like that, you're in your opponent's face already, regardless. The other one, of course, is doing Smoke's teleport cancel, both the raw and the amplified version. Of course, the amplified version making you safer because if people are ready for it, and you do the raw teleport cancel, you can get punished for it. And of course, Smoke just has a very good dash. So wave dashing is actually pretty simple with Smoke. You get in relatively fast with Smoke. So you don't have to always do the Vapor Dash or the teleport cancels because especially if you're being very, very obvious, you can get hit out for that. So sometimes just going in slowly, you're already, within reach of them. So you don't always have to go for the other two special move options. Sometimes simply walking forward or dashing forward is good enough. And of course, one of my favorite moves with Mavado is his like somewhat get over here move. It's very good. Gets you in right away. Puts you, in advantage because you do get up sooner. Of course, you take a little bit of damage, but I'm assuming you all know that already. But the damage on your opponent is pretty significant. 8% is definitely nothing to laugh about. Next one I want to talk about is what everybody on the roster can do, and it's the talk of the town for, a bunch of setups and swaggy stuff. But it's Mavado's Electrom. So there's a lot of ways to set up the Electrom for Smoke, but there are 3 specific ways that I do specifically for Smoke that are very, very consistent. I can do them almost every single time I have the opportunity. Of course, there are other ways to do it, very swaggy, very saucy ways to do it, but these 3 ways that I mainly do it are the most consistent for me. The first way is the obvious back throw into the Electrom, which goes like this. (21, 22% for meterless damage. Of course, you can always meter burn it to get an additional like 4%, so you get 25 damage, which looks like this. Easy 25%. The next setup I like to do is the setup where you throw the mine to keep Smoke's smoke bomb or his down back to safe, or make his enhanced down back to, which is his invisibility, safer and uninterruptible. And of course, if your raw smoke bomb actually connects, the Electrom will actually extend it for additional damage. One bar, 37%. Not too bad if I say so myself. So the last setup that a lot of people do is doing the Electrom after Smoke's combo ender, which is his down back 1, his Dark Blade. So when that hits as a combo ender, people tend to set up the mine so that they can extend the combo for additional damage. However, for me, doing the Electro mine all the time uses a lot of resources. It takes a whole camo meter, so there's definitely more you can do than just doing the Electro mine setup. However, if you must do the Dark Blade Electro mine setup, there are specific situations which I think are the most consistent and most optimum way to do it. The most obvious one is being able to do the Dark Blade anti-air right away and then extending it from the Electro mine. %. As you saw, that was 40% off of a raw Dark Blade anti-air and 1 bar of meter, which is pretty good. That's pretty optimal, I should say. Now, of course, if you're not fast enough to do the Dark Blade anti-air on reaction, like me, you can always do the standing one into a convert. As you can see right there, 1 bar for 35 after a standing 1 anti-air. Then of course you can also do that exact same combo but converting it off of a jump kick instead. %, ain't too bad, right? Now, of course, you don't have to always do the Dark Blade. Instead of doing a Dark Blade, you can end with the Smoke Bomb instead if you want to do that same combo but switching sides instead. So as you can see, not only do you have different options to go off of the Electro mine, you can also decide if you want to switch sides, be on the same side. It's all going to be very situational. So while the Electro mine setups are very easy to accomplish with smoke, it doesn't mean it's going to be the most optimum. Remember, you want to get that optimum damage so that you can, kill your opponent faster and end the round sooner. So just because you can doesn't mean you should. So just be aware of your specific situation on when you should do specific setups. And now my favorite part of this team synergy the most is the combo extensions, because the combo extensions are so flashy with Mavado. I like that a lot. The fact not only does the combos look good, but they hurt a lot as well with Smoke and Mavado specifically. And I love doing these combos. So a couple of things I do want to mention before going to these combos is very specific for Smoke and Mavado. I'm not sure if this same problem occurs with the other characters with Mavado, but for Smoke and Mavado specifically, the combos need to be precise. What I mean by that is your button pressing must have precision, meaning that you cannot be mashing out your combos to try to buffer the moves out. Otherwise, Mavado doesn't come out. What do I mean by that? I will show you an example. The easiest example is doing Smoke's forward 4 into a Mavado extension, which looks like this. Now, if you notice my controller that's, at the bottom of the screen right next to, my talking head right there, when I do forward 4, I only press it once and then I do the Mavado extension. Because if I mash forward 4 and I try to mash Mavado to come out, he won't come out actually. As you can see, I was mashing both forward 4 and I was mashing the cameo button, Mavado didn't come out. However, if I press forward 4 just once, and then I can mash Mavado afterwards, Mavado will still come out. Same thing works with the specific string that I use, which is his forward 1, 2, 2, 4 string, and then into Mavado, looks like this. So while you can mash the beginning of the combo sequence, the end of the combo sequence, you don't want to be mashing it. Otherwise, this is what's going to happen. Mavado doesn't come out. But if you're precise with the button presses, especially the last button, which is the 4, Mavado will come out. So overall, you want to be precise with your button inputs. You want to be sure with what you're doing in order to get the confirm off Mavado. While you don't have to have the best hit confirm with Mavado, button precision is still required for Mavado to actually come out when using Smoke. So with that out of the way, let's get into my favorite combos with Smoke and Mavado. These combos that I use are the most consistent and most optimum I can think of. Of course, there's other very optimum combos you can do with Smoke, other swaggy combos, but these combos specifically I use consistently because I rarely ever drop these, and these are the ones that give me the most bang for my buck with the fewest amount of resources. So of course, obviously, you can start, with back 2, forward 3, 2, or of course, a simple forward 1, 2. Regardless, all of those combos must go into a vapor cancel into the forward 1, 2, 2, 4 string in order for your combo to actually connect. Now, the great thing about the forward 1, 2, 2, 4 string is that because it's such a confirmable string, you can actually, like, you know, not do the string all the way or do it all the way into something else, maybe to another vapor cancel, or stop halfway into another vapor cancel, or just stop completely, since forward 1, 2 is plus on block. So you can do a lot from that string. So pretty much you can keep your pressure going up until like you actually land that string and confirm into it, so then Mavado can extend it. But of course, as you all know, Smoke's pressure is actually fake pressure. You can easily get interrupted between each of the vapor cancels. So you got to be careful with that. You got to be as unpredictable as you can. You don't want to telegraph that you're obviously going to do another vapor dash or go for another string. You want to make sure that you get your opponent guessing consistently and eventually make them guess wrong to open them up. So there's a lot of routes you can go about after getting the extension with Mavado, one of which you can spend another Mavado extension to get additional damage afterwards. You can get a knockdown and then have Mavado follow up with an OTG slide at the end, which either they will get hit or they will have to block it, in which you are then free to do another mix-up right afterwards, so it keeps your pressure going and you open up for another combo, so you get another juicy amount of their life gone just like that. And of course, if you don't have any meter, you can always have Simple Ender, which will still give you over 30% damage. And I think that any combo that's meterless, over 30% damage is a very good combo already. And of course, before anyone points out, or if anybody's wondering, yes, there is another practical combo that I can do that will give 50% for 2 bars of meter, and you can do it very consistently, and I love it. It's my favorite combo in this game. %52% off of a forward 4. Unbelievable, isn't it? Now, one more piece of tech that I do want to share, that it may not be the most foolproof plan, but it can definitely be clutch at specific moments and actually save your life. This is where you use Mavado's combo extender as kind of a pseudo combo breaker. The thing is, with how Mavado works is that anytime your opponent is in a juggle state, or that state where, you know, you see them getting knocked down, they're flopping back in the air, if they're still in the air during that time and you mash Mavado, he will actually come out and hit them. So even if it's not your combo, as long as your opponent is in that juggle state, Mavado is able to come out. It probably wasn't intended, but it's definitely not a bug in this game. I do want to point out, however, that state that puts your opponent in that juggle state does not work with those who use Mavado, because Mavado's Electrom mine, it stuns you long enough that even if you do hit them with your own Mavado, the shock state is so long that they're still going to be able to combo you even if you do hit them. Of course, there's other setups, but these are the most common setups that you can get yourself out of. So overall, that's pretty much the basics with Smoke and Mavado on why I think their synergy is very strong, why these two are a very, very strong duo, and you can get really, really flashy with all these combo extensions, all the tech, and, you know, try them out yourself, you know, see if you like it. I definitely do like Smoke and Mavado. I plan for it to be like my main team, changing from Smoke and Chameleon. Smoke and Chameleon is still very good, don't get me wrong, but I just seem to be enjoying more with Smoke and Mavado. And you know, for me, as long as I'm having fun, that's what's most important. So let me know what you guys think of this team. If any questions or any other inputs you want to give for this team, I would love to hear in the comment section below. But anyways, I will show one match that I had, you know, from a previous video using Smoke and Mavado, and so you can see this team in action, so you guys know what I'm talking about. Anyways, hope you learned something, and I hope you all enjoyed. To all members of the Nitro Ninjas, this is your Grandmaster NikkNitro. Stay awesome, my ninjas. All right, here we go. Interesting. Oh, he's not gonna fall for the fake pressure, is he? Here we go. Ooh, you blocked the Mavado low. You gotta watch out for the overhead now.
Round 2, fight.
Yep. Try to flawless block that. Okay, I'll take that breaker. Wow! I think he was trying to interrupt me there. That's plus, so that's going to be crazy for me. Nice, that was good. Alright, let's see what kind of damage you got here. 24, not bad. I was trying to do a smoke bomb, but I guess it didn't come out. Ah, man, his legs have got a lot of reach and privilege. Oh, I got hit by the dragon. That's fine.
Time we meet, you lose. Final round, fight.
Okay. I was trying to do Dark Blade after that. I don't know why it didn't come out. Alright, strike throw. That is actually smart to throw the Mavado trap out there. Whew. Just enough. Oh, yeah, Mr. Bob. Definitely, he's still been keeping up with his skills for sure. Definitely no pushover. He's a tough competitor. All right, let's go for another. Damn. Plus, good strike throw. Ooh, this is good for me. Huh, I didn't think it would actually try to, you know, hit out of that one. Whew. All right, all right. Wow. Wake up strings. Nice. 36. Not bad at all. Usually people think it's going to be the overhead or the low, but what if you just do a normal string? They don't know what to expect. Ouch. Ouch. Okay. I'll Take the break. Strike throw once again. That's it. All right, GG's, Mr. Bop. GG's, man.